Right in time. My time is impeccable. And listen, so we're back with Star Celebrity Cheesecakes. And in losing people out there in the streets, man, we both lost, some close friends, and I want to mention them to kind of keep their names alive. Raheem and Young, brothers, killed as teenagers.
Teenagers, yeah.
And I know that was one of the big turning points in your life.
Very big.
I know it was in my life, but I know even more for you. Because those were like your two brothers.
Those are my brothers. It's my silent business partners, actually.
Talk to me about them.
Yes.
Your experiences with them and how that impacted you.
Well, it's funny. Growing up, I moved from Brooklyn into Queens, and I really didn't know too many people. I went to junior high school 217, and I started to hang out a little bit. My mother would say, hey, go hang out. And everybody would go to the popular USA roller skating rink. Mm-hmm. And I went there one night.
I remember USA.
Yes, USA. It's so
mm-hmm.
funny because actually when I met Young and Ryan, me and Ryan got into a big argument. Yeah. which is typical, come on, typical. Me and Ryan got into this big argument.
Goodness gracious, he was annoying.
And it's so funny, man. The next time we saw each other was on Jamaica Avenue, the meeting point for everybody.
Right.
And it was a stare down, as teenagers.
Yeah.
But we became the best of friends, man.
We sure did.
And it's funny because we had one thing that we had in common. We love to dance. We both love
y'all
to dance.
Was ill.
And yes.
The second time I saw Raheem was dancing.
Oh yeah.
Right in Basie Park.
Oh yeah. And nobody and I'm stating this, and this is a fact. Y'all know this. Couldn't mess with us.
Nah, y'all were
yeah. We would go everywhere.
Yeah.
Me, Rob, Rico. Mike, Rico.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dad, you went back on me.
Right. So, that was our thing. Mm. And then the 80s, came into play, and the drug scene, mm-hmm. and that kind of took over what was our talents. We took our talents elsewhere, and and we started to do things that maybe, like you said, maybe we shouldn't have done, but it grew us as men.
Right.
And just fast forward, we had this thing where we ultimately just wanted to run a business, man. We wanted to run a business, and they lost their life, man. They lost their life on the street, and it really hit home with me because my first son was being born, and I had to make a decision. I had to make a decision, and man, it just it took a big blow at me because I didn't have brothers. They were my brothers. Mm. We were good friends. We would fight, and everything. And
it was funny because it was like mm-hmm. you were both of their best friends.
Both.
That was really like
both.
You were both of their best friends,
but in different ways. Like me and Rod had a talent dancing. Me and Young was around almost the same age, so it was he was more my peer.
Right.
Young, and plus, he looked like when we was teenagers, he looked like he was like 40. Yeah. He would show up to my house with a newspaper. We would be looking
newspaper under his arm.
Because we were looking for jobs, but we couldn't find a job. We were looking for jobs, but we couldn't find a job. But we found some work. We found something to do. And they lost their life, and and I just pushed forward. But I always say that they're my solid business partners because what happened is that I would get into certain situations, and I would just say, well, what would Ross say? and I would really have to curb my tongue on that, when I'm thinking of maybe what he would say and because Young was very business minded, so and then I would think about what would he say, so and there's other brothers that were
Young
close to me.
He was very cerebral,
very,
and he was big on. Let's talk more about that tomorrow.
yeah,
He was big on kind of going to sleep on it.
yes,
He was big on cause I would be running my mouth.
all day.
In my mouth. Da-da, and he'd be like, yo, let's not talk about that right now, man. Let's get back to it. We talk about it tomorrow.
Yes.
And then sometimes he would call me. He was like, yo, I heard what you said last night.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to let you know that. Because I guess he wanted me to know that I hear you.
Right.
Right. And, but he used to really go, more so than Raheem, he used to go into deep thought.
Very.
To the point where you could kind of see his mind,
He would have to, because, he doesn't really he don't talk that much, so he has to think about it.
Yeah.
Rod's going to tell you what's on his mind.
Yeah.
Direct and to the point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, they both had, different personalities, and I keep those personalities with me because I know when to be quiet and just let the other person talk. That's Young.
Right.
Or if I have to tell you what's on my mind, that's right. So I keep my silent.
And there is a balance. And
you have to have a balance.
And so talking business principles.
In business. Mm-hmm.
Give me what would be your three most important principles when it comes to business?
My three most important principles is, I would say, foundation. You have to have a foundation. Structure, and willingness. Those are my three most important things. You have to have a foundation, you have to have structure, and you have to be willing. You have to be willing. Because if you're not willing, you're not able. You're not going to make it if you don't have the will.
You got to be willing to go to any length.
Sacrifice.
Because
I need more
entrepreneurs.
I need more, but the three most is foundation, because the most important thing is my family. If I don't have a foundation, if you don't have a foundation, then, or a structure, your business is going to crumble. And if you don't have the willingness to hold it up, it'll all, fall apart, and your family will see it. They will see it.
Let's talk about assets and liabilities.
Mm-hmm.
And in business, we have to do inventory of assets and liabilities, and the things that are liabilities are the things that are going bad. We got to remove it and salvage the saleable goods. But also as individuals, spiritually, we have to look at our assets and liabilities.
Right.
Let's have a quick chat about, and let's be honest here. What do you think is is a liability of yours as a businessman? What's one of your weaknesses?
What are my weaknesses?
Wow.
Just managing money. That's why I have my business partner, Erica.
Right.
And sometimes I don't look at her. Like when we sitting down, we're doing business, she's not my wife.
Gotcha.
She's my business partner.
Gotcha.
And she does, that's her, knowing how to compartmentalize things. I know what I'm not good at.
Okay.
And I'm good with that.
So every man or woman must know their own limitations.
Yes.
And needs to know themselves, so they can protect themselves from themselves.
Right.
I think my most glaring weakness in business is that you might not think this of me, but I'm a little too kind. I'm too kind for too long. I am, and I could be a shark, but I'm too kind for too long.
Okay.
To employees,
to
people that's in the circle, I give them too much rope.
Right.
Where to be effective, you gotta
You gotta be.
You gotta execute and cut that stuff off. You have to execute.
That's like I watch you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And actually, my friend Will Thomas, when you had this subject, I was like, wow, you talking about no, learning to say no and be good with it, right? And so I have that problem with the whole no thing, and thanks to Will Thomas of New Movement, he has this thing he's pro no.
Pro no.
No, and he's good with it.
Okay.
And a lot of people have a problem with saying no. They have that problem.
What do you think your strengths are? Your assets?
I'm a social guy. I'm a people's person.
And it helps you generate business.
Helps me generate business. I like to be amongst the people and with the people.
Gotcha.
And that's my strength.
That's always been your strength.
That's my strength.
Yo, you know everybody, man. Tracy says, I know everybody. I said, no, Star knows everybody.
Came in contact with them somewhere, and I'm blessed, man.
Star, you know a lot of people.
I do.
Jesus Christ, Star.
Want me to tell you? I'll tell you why.
You was always, when I would go out with y'all, first of all, you would always stop and talk to so many people. It took us hours to get to where we was going.
Right. And that's a blessing. And I'll tell you what, there's, like you said, strength and weakness. I grew up in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Right. Well, my latter, younger years, Brooklyn. Then I moved to Queens. I even touched Nassau County. But I've been blessed to be amongst good men, strong men.
Gotcha.
And those men connected me with other people. Lead you to people.
Yeah.
People lead you to people.
True.
So I remember in the height when I left out, I went to Hempstead High School. When I left out of Hempstead High School, man, I didn't finish high school. I'm a Jedi Knight. I like to say I'm a Jedi Knight. But hey, I had to finish, and I have some
GED.
My GED
In the place to be.
In the place to be. But and then I have a little bit of college. But when I look back, and I was like, wow. And I would talk with Erica. And I would say, man, I wasn't in those moments, the pictures, and I would get upset. I'm like, man, I wasn't able to get in, capture those moments, So that's just moving around a lot. What I'm trying to say,
Mm-hmm.
You may not get to capture the moments, but the blessing behind it is I've gotten to be around a lot of people, from just being from Queens, Brooklyn, Nassau, Atlanta, all of these people. And whenever I come in contact with people, being the type of guy I am, I'm a stand-up guy, they would introduce me to other people.
Other stand-up
people.
Because real recognize real.
Real recognize real.
So let me ask you this. So, have you ever, because I know for me as a businessman, I've fallen into complacency. Have you ever experienced complacency where you just kind of got comfortable with where you were in business?
Yes.
And it was hard to kind of maybe recreate yourself or take that next step?
Yes, man. And I believe we had this conversation one time, man.
Mm-hmm.
I would get all of these, my accounts. And most of my accounts, if everybody knows, are the Kennedy chicken, Crown chicken. They don't like to be called Crown fried chicken because now they're going green. So Kennedy chicken and biscuits.
Oh.
They've taken off the fried.
Yeah, I noticed that because they're making a lot of salads and stuff.
They're making a lot. These guys, man, I've been around, 15 years I've been around these guys.
Okay.
They are moving, they're moving. I like to say, so if you're in business, watch them. Take a look at them.
Yeah.
Take a look at them. But Chubby Burgers, So, I got all these accounts, but when I first started out, I had a lot of personal accounts.
Okay.
What happened was I got so comfortable with getting these brick and mortar storefronts that I forgot all about my personal accounts. I would see people, they say, hey, Star, where have you been? I'm like, man, I have these accounts. I'm feeling myself. Ego's on tilt. I have these accounts now. You know, so I had the accounts and I disregarded my personal accounts. But what I did was uh, restructured, you know, social media came in, you know, and I got back on and I got back in contact with my personal
People,
accounts.
and got back to
right, right. You know,
Gotcha.
all of those people. And so
Gotcha.
now my personal accounts are building back up again.
Okay.
You know, so I want to take the time
Go
out
ahead.
just to thank all of the people that have, you know, helped and supported Star Celebrity Cheesecake, because there's no us without you.
And by the way, your cheesecakes are slamming.
Thank you.
They're good. They're delicious. I've gained a lot of weight over the years eating them, but
President of the Diet Haters Club, that is I. Right.
But no, I love them, and it's more. It's even more because I love you. So it's like I'm eating
Yes.
something that comes from you, and then it's a whole. Me biting into your cheesecakes is more than just the eating the cheesecake.
Right. Right.
Because of the history,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
So you in trying to recreate yourself, and I wanted to ask you this: how do you now stay relevant in a field where, hey man, they have Junior's cheesecakes, they got other people making cheesecakes.
Right.
I've seen biters since then. You've even sent me stuff like, yo, Malik, look at these people trying to copy what I'm doing. There's all other types of pastry companies who are putting their stuff in these Kennedy chickens and all of the, you know. How do you stay relevant and continue to recreate yourself?
Man, you know, I stay relevant by actually, you know, keeping my ear to the street.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's so funny that you said that, man. You know, I've always had these ideas in my head. You know, I bring when it comes to creating different types of cheesecakes. 'Cause cheesecakes is my niche. I went to the Art Institute. You know, I can make more than just a cheesecake, but cheesecake is my niche.
Okay.
But when creating, when it comes to just, I'm going to start with just cheesecakes.
Okay.
When it comes to creating different kinds of cheesecakes, if you notice the different colors and the different, you know, my cosmic cheesecakes, my spring collection cheesecakes, and that all comes from my childhood. And if I tell you this, I'll give you one. You're gonna say, what? You remember when you used to play marbles?
Yeah.
Remember all the different color marbles? That's why when you look at the cheesecakes,
the
swirls
and the
swirls and the marbles, and
I could just sit there and stare at them. I love them so
Mr.
much.
Softy. I have a Carvel inspired collection. Things that come from like my cherry bomb cheesecake.
Gotcha.
Remember the cherry bomb?
Cherry bomb.
Right. So you know, I
the
this
red,
yes.
the white, and the blue.
Right.
Yeah.
And guess what? Mr. Softy is still around.
Mr. Softy is still around.
So guess what? If Mr. Softy is still around, he's relevant still.
Because
So
still around.
I follow.
So just stay around.
I follow that's it.
That's how you stay relevant. By staying around.
And keeping your ear to the street. Keeping your ear to the street. Looking at what the youth do. You know,
So listen.
what they like.
Couple of questions before we wrap this up.
Okay.
If you had to give me one word to describe Colby Wilkins, what would that one word be?
Innovative. Innovative.
Thinking about these questions, I'm gonna ask you. I said, what do I think he's gonna say? Unique, okay.
I would love to hear what you would.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
It's okay.
Give me one sentence to to describe your life?
Ooh. Got me on that one, Malik. Never give up. I know it's not a sentence, but never give up. Never give up on something that you know. Never give up on something that you have passion for. I give you more. You know, just never give up, man. It's never over. I don't have a sentence.
Yeah, no, that was.
Yeah, I don't have a
that,
sentence.
that was a sentence. That was a sentence.
Never give up.
If you could say, if you could say something to all of the people that you loved, and you knew you had another day left on this planet, what would you say to them?
Thank you for believing in me. I don't really have big sentences, Malik.
Okay.
You know, a lot of stuff, you know, is like just inside my heart. You know, I'm just a one word type of guy at times.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And honestly, it would be thank you. I always, anytime if you notice, I end off, and I'm always saying thank you. You know, especially to my family and to my wife, just believing in me and going through the struggle with me, with the business and businesses. You know, just thank you.
Okay.
Thank
We're
you.
going to cheer it up for a second, and then we're going to end on a serious note.
Yes.
You're on an island. You can only have one item of food. What would that be?
Star Celebrity Cheesecakes. Shameless plug.
Okay, there's only one CD, and they give you one CD, and you only got one CD to play. What's that one CD?
Nas. It's very
Illmatic?
Illmatic. Illmatic. Pack static like wool fabric.
You have your choice between because now you kind of messed up my question because I was gonna say either what would your snack be? You're gonna say Star Celebrity Cheesecake.
My snack would be the crust from Star Celebrity Cheesecake.
Okay. One drink.
Oh man, if I had one drink, now that's hard. 'Cause Erica, if I had one drink, man, one of my favorite, it would be a peanut punch.
It'd be a peanut punch.
It'd be a peanut punch, man. I love peanut punch.
Okay. One cigar.
Ooh, if I had one cigar now, Miguel from Village Cigar Headquarters, he's gonna
lose his mind right now.
He's gonna jump.
That's why I went there with this. That's why I went there.
He's going to.
Go ahead. But you on the island. You only got one cigar.
I got one cigar. It would be, and all of you guys, I don't want to hear anything from Butter. I don't want to hear none of you guys, man. Butter. I don't want to hear nothing. Hodge.
Okay.
I don't want to hear it, man.
Okay.
But it would be a ghost. Gurkha. It would be a Gurkha cigar.
And what you gonna drink?
Ghost. And I would drink.
You only got one choice.
Only got one choice.
One choice.
One choice. Everybody knows my favorite, man. It'd be Johnny Walker Black.
Wow.
With a little bit of ice and a splash of ginger ale. Yeah. Because I'm a cigar guy.
And last but not least, being that you're a married man,
Yes.
you've been with Erica how many years?
Okay. No, we've been together 33 years, and we've been married since 1996.
Give me one word to describe the journey with her.
Unique. No.
You used that word already.
Already, man.
Give me another word.
Incredible. It's been an incredible ride because she's an amazing woman. Anybody that can deal with me and she's an amazing woman, man. She's amazing. I would say incredible.
Well,
It's a
listen,
Queen's love story.
Queen's love story. There you have it. I want you to tell everybody how they can find you.
Instagram, Star Celebrity Cheesecake. Instagram, Biltmore 456, BILTMORE 456. Facebook, Star Celebrity Cheesecake.
Listen, it's been another great episode of Conversations with Malik. Before we finish though, I almost forgot this. You gotta show him the thumb. Show him the thumb, man. Look at the thumb.
See, that's
work.
That's work right there. It's actually forming, just like my pans, man. That's what you call a baker's thumb.
That's a baker's thumb. Check out the baker's thumb. From the baker's man, Star Celebrity Cheesecake, my brother, inspiration, dedication, and determination. And remember, I'll end it like I always do. Brother Malik loves you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Peace.